let's get started. So East opens a club. Best hand, we got 19. I mean, certainly too good to overcall no trump, even though our hands, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the hand. Ace-king doubleton isn't great, but queen-jack third is pretty good. Ace-10-9 fourth of clubs is nice. King-queen fourth of spades is nice. We'll start with a double. Plan on bidding a no trump. If we have to rebid two no trump, so be it. Two clubs, well, so I'm not sure what a subsequent double should mean in this spot. I think this auction, the second double, feels like penalty to me, but I'm not actually sure if that's how it should be played. The reason it feels like penalty is just like, if I had a hand with diamonds, I would bid diamonds. Apparently, if I had a hand with hearts, I would just bid two hearts as well. So if I had spade support, I would just raise spades. Like, how useful would it be to have a double that specifically is like, I have exactly 3 spades and extra values? I don't know. I mean, is that hand more common than like the 19 to 20 or 19 to 21 balanced that just wants to penalize clubs? I'm not sure. Because if I bid 2-0 with a lot of hands, partner might just pass some of the time. You know, partner has bid a spade on like jack fifth or whatever, and or maybe partner's bid a spade on like ace fifth or something, and they just say, well, if we don't have a spade fit, then let's just play 2-0 trump and try not to get overboard, whereas we're just absolutely murdering two clubs. So I don't know how useful it is to have double be like this hand that's 3-card spade support and whatever, whereas using double to prevent our side from playing an awkward 2-0 trump that might go down when we might just collect plus 500 against two clubs feels wrong. Anyway, in this case, we do have a spade fit, so I'm still kind of curious what double should show. I mean, it even says likely stop in clubs. Maybe the implication is that they do think it should show that 19 to 21 no trump type hand, which is basically what we got. I think 3 spades is sensible. The opponents have done a lot of bidding, so someone is very light for their actions. The question is just who. Like, if partner has a singleton club and ace fifth of spades, I'm pretty sure I want to be in game. Though that doesn't leave a lot for the opponents to hold. That would give us 23, opener would have like 11, and responder has 6, or opener has 12, responder has 5. We might even just suffer a heart ruff, like ace of hearts, heart to the king, heart ruff. I mean, 3 no trump just doesn't have a ton of tricks, is a big problem with this hand. Otherwise, maybe 3 no trump would be the tempting bid. Or, you know, 2 no trump, I guess. Angling towards that 3 no contract. Let's just bid 3 spades. Partner's gonna raise. You get the king clubs lead. Okay, well, they didn't get a heart ruff, so I think we're in pretty good shape as long as this doesn't get ruffed! No! How rude! Alright, queen of clubs, heart comes back. Am I down 2 or just 1? Oh, heart, spades were 4-0. Wow. Yeah, so East opened a 10 count is what happened. West had 6. Partner did have kind of that 4 count that we were looking for, ace fifth of spades, but 7-0 clubs cost us. I even asked partner to hold a singleton club, and they did not oblige. I mean, how do we do in 3-0 on this type of hand? We have 5 spades, we have a club, we have 2 diamonds, we have a heart. If they get off to a diamond lead, they're going to be able to do well, but aside from that, I mean, if West leads a heart at trick 1, then that's just going to set up our 9th trick. East does not have the entries to get in and cash clubs, and even if they did, that would set up a club trick for us. So 3-0 trump would make. I have to imagine a lot of people in this field will just bid 3-0 and they'll get rewarded, but this is not the most likely layout of the hand. Pass by East, we'll open a club, longer minor. Partner bids a spade, we'll bid a no trump. Queen of Hearts lead. Well, the opponents have missed a heart fit. Usually that's going to mean that the player who wasn't able to overcall over a minor has the 5-card suit. Queen of Hearts holds. King of Hearts. Ace of Hearts. And a heart? No, a club switch. Well, so it looks like hearts are 6-3. Otherwise, West would have continued another heart there. I'll try the 10, I suppose. Didn't expect much. I'm just going to cash out. We have 6 more tricks. Make a no trump. Oh, West let a club away from the king there. That's really surprising. Could have made an over trick. But it's imps. 14 count here. Open a club. But no trump over partner's 1 heart. 2 diamonds, new minor forcing. We have double showing diamonds. Although East wasn't able to overcall 2 diamonds, and they like to do that fairly liberally. I'm just going to show the heart support to partner. Oh, supposedly and a minimum. I have to bid 3 hearts to show the maximum. Rather uncomfortable. But I guess those are the flaws of one-way new minor forcing. Ace of diamonds lead. Well, if the hearts behave, we're in pretty good shape. Spade to the ace. Diamond comes back as weird. Okay. We got the rest. Pitch our spade loser. Yeah, that was a really weird play. Ace of diamonds lead, of course. The robots will just lead anything. I'm not sure how I feel about doubling 2 diamonds with this hand. I mean, South did open a club, so it's pretty unlikely that South has a big diamond stack. But that makes it a lot safer for South to redouble, for example. Because if South has hands that look like this, but let's say South had king, queen, third of diamonds, South could easily redouble in this spot. And East could get in huge trouble. Pass, pass, pass. We got 16, we'll open no trump. Accept the spade transfer. The Jack of Spades is a pretty worthless card, so let's just call this a 15 count. We have a lot of aces and kings. Ace-king doubleton of hearts isn't great. We would really prefer it was like king doubleton of hearts and ace-king third of clubs or something like that. Also, 3 spades shows a maximum 17 high card points, which we don't have in our system. I mean, my first instinct was to just bid 2 spades. Partner's a passed hand as well. Jack fourth is just such a bad spade holding. I'm going to bid 2 spades. Partner bids 3 now as a passed hand. Okay, sounds good. 4 spades it is. We'll utilize the trump suit. Heart lead. We have a spade loser and possibly 2 diamond losers. Let's try and pull trumps. Alright, let's play diamond to the king. Just gotta claim. They can have a diamond trick. Maybe there's something we could do to squeeze someone. Looks like not today. Pass. We got 23, which is a lot of points. We'll open 2 clubs. Rebid 2 no. Stamen. I do have a major. 6 no trump by passed hand? Showing 11. Well, that's not exactly good news. I guess we could have a grand, but partner's the one who's captain. Spade lead. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tricks. So there are a couple of interesting options. If we can get someone to take the ace of clubs, then we might be able to squeeze someone in the minor suits. Obviously diamonds could just run for 4 tricks, that's possible. If someone ducks the ace of clubs, we might be able to strip squeeze someone, but it would be probably pretty difficult to get that read. It would very likely be better to just try and run the diamonds at that point. I guess I'm going to play a club to the king. Because if East has the club ace, so if a club to the king holds, I mean, obviously West could duck the club ace, but that's a pretty big play to make. If a club to the king holds, we'll presume East has the club ace, and then we can run all of our tricks and come down to a 3-card ending, and then decide what to do based on East discards. East will probably give us some information. So let's play a heart to the queen, I guess, to give away as little info as possible. And then a club to the king. Four of hearts, 2 of hearts. 4 clubs, 2 clubs. So it's almost like we're in a position where we can guess the jack of diamonds at this point. If we think East has it and we think it's protected, we could play for the strip squeeze. If we think West has it, we could just take a finesse, or, you know, most likely we'll just end up cashing all of our high diamonds. But I think this is the right plan, because now we get to cash some tricks and try to decide how to handle the end position. I want to be as careful as possible. Because if I cash 2 hearts pitching a club, that's fine, right? And then I can cross in diamonds, cash the ace king of spades, pitching 2 clubs, cash the king of diamonds, and then decide what to do from there. East pitches a diamond and another diamond. I think we're in good shape at this point. Now we'll at least get a count on the diamond suit when we cash the ace king later. Yeah, so the diamonds do run, and there's no way to squeeze anyone out of an extra trick, so we'll just claim 12. They get the ace of clubs in the end. So East was getting strip squeezed on the hand, and if we had played a club to the queen, we would not have made it. It is, I think this is actually, you know, it might not look like we did all that much, but this was a fairly well played hand. So after the spade lead to the queen, if you end up playing a club to the queen, which it might look like a club to the queen versus a club to the king or equivalent, but it's not here. West will split their club honors, the queen of clubs to the ace, and now there's no way to get a second diamond. I mean, technically we can, like Gibb is going to tell us we can still... apparently a club back just beats the contract. But I was going to say Gibb is going to tell us we can double hook the jack-9 of diamonds, but no one's going to do that. Like even if he plays back a spade, for example, we would win. We would pitch a club from dummy. And now our best plan would be to run all of our tricks and hope that someone who had the jack of clubs as well as the long diamond got squeezed, and if not, then cash all of our diamonds. So this doesn't work. But the way we played the hand after crossing in hearts and leading a club to the king, now, if East hadn't pitched those diamonds, king of hearts, heart over, let's say East ends up discarding spades. We play the 10 of hearts, East discards another spade. We pitch a club was going to be our plan. Now we play a diamond to the king, ace, king of spades, pitching clubs, and on this trick, East gets squeezed. If they pitch a diamond, obviously the ace of diamonds, queen of diamonds, the jack falls. If they pitch a club, then we would have been in a position where we could cash the diamond ace and exit a club. And East would be unplayed into leading into the queen 10 of diamonds. So this was my plan. I mean, I don't know if I was going to play for this end position, but we would have gotten as much information as possible before having to make our choice. And so that's why club to the king was a much, much stronger play than club to the queen at trick 2. Cool hand, but just wanted to bring up that point. All right, we got 18 here. Open a spade, no trump. So hands that look like this, like if the queen of hearts was the queen of spades, I really like a bid of 3 no trump in this spot. We have 8 tricks in our own hand. Partner only needs 1 more to make a game. And sometimes we get to make 3 no, even if the opponents run hearts against us, but more likely than not, we just have 9 tricks. And at imps versus match points, it just doesn't matter if you take 9 tricks in 3 no as opposed to 10 tricks in 4 spades. But the huge win is if you have 9 tricks in both contracts, right? Partner produces the king of diamonds and out, and 4 spades has 9 tricks, and 3 no trump also has 9 tricks. So I think oftentimes in those spots you end up paying 1 imp, but you potentially can win 10. Here, we don't have running spades. So I think it's a little bit more important to just show this hand as a big hand with spades. I'll bid 3 spades. Get a club lead. Okay. Not the greatest dummy. So percentage-wise in the spade suit, I'm pretty sure the percentage play is to cash the ace king of spades. We pick off any 3-3, regardless of what we do. We pick off any honor doubleton in either hand. But realistically, the ones that we actually pick off are going to be the honor doubletons in West, because we could, I guess the alternative line is to run the 9 of spades, basically, which also picks off jack doubleton or queen doubleton in East's hand. Doing so, although, does kind of give up on potentially setting up the heart suit. Like, for example, we could win the ace of clubs and try and lead the jack of hearts out of hand. If the opponents don't take the ace of hearts, or they take the ace of hearts and don't return a club, then we'll be able to get over to dummy with the club king and pitch a loser on the 3rd round of hearts. Some opponent might rough in with a natural trump trick, but that's okay. Anyway, I don't think I completed my thought about the percentage play in the spade suit, but I think it's very close in general, and if we're able to just pull trumps, I think the opponents might have a little bit too much work to do. to beat us. Now, granted, we have a heart loser, we may well have a diamond loser, and the opponents have started knocking out our club entry. So there are some problems that we have. I guess, though, I am going to win the club ace and just go ace king of spades. Play a third spade. Club to the jack. Ace of spades. King of spades. There's the queen. Diamond switch. I have to assume that East has the diamond king. I'm just trying to think, is there any reason to not put up the diamond queen here? I think the answer is no. The opponents can still beat us. I mean, we can legitimately make it if the 10 of hearts falls, but the problem here is that even though we get to pull the last trump, the opponents can block the heart suit by taking the ace on the first round and play another club. And I think if I was to preserve the diamond queen, there would be enough of a chance of a missed defense. Like if I played low here and he sticks in the jack or 10 or something, and I win the ace and I pull the trump, and then I try leading the jack of hearts hoping it gets ducked, but they win, they might go diamond diamond. I mean, they might do it anyway, but I think it's a lot more likely that if it goes diamond, queen, king, ace, pull a trump, jack of hearts, West wins the ace, West cashes a diamond themselves, and then they switch to clubs to knock out the entry. But it would be real sad to learn the king of diamonds is onside. I guess I'll play the queen. Okay. Duck? We did it! Oh my god, look at us go. Oh, it was 10 doubleton of hearts anyway, so it didn't matter. That's too bad. Well, we made our contract. Yeah, so even if West had won the ace of hearts and then played a club, we could have just overtaken the queen of hearts with the king. 10 would have fallen, the 9 of hearts would have been good. We could pitch our club loser. 17 here. I mean, this is not a reverse. This hand is garbage. So I guess we open no trump. Accept the transfer. Partner bids a quantitative 4-no. Okay, it has to be 6 clubs, right? I don't know. I mean, our hand is not very slam suitable if we end up in no trump. All these queens are terrible. I mean, we have a maximum. I think we have to accept. If we have a club fit, I think that's excellent news. We don't have as many spade losers as partner might have expected. What is this? Partner, you have ace doubleton of clubs? You just passed? What? Fortunately, we didn't get a diamond lead. I'm glad I have the jack of clubs, I suppose. Heart to the king and ace. That's got to be a good start for us. I mean, this is very close to 7 no trump being a good contract. If spades are 4-3, we have 12 tricks off the top. Then we could potentially squeeze someone or just take a heart finesse. Alright, club to the ace. Club to the king. We do get to pull trumps. There's a heart discard from East. Spade pitch from east. Oh, I guess I just have the rest. King of Hearts had popped up at trick 1, so the rest of the play was irrelevant. 1390. That would not have been anyone's first choice when they saw the hand. Partner has a good 16 count opposite a strong no trump. I don't think 4 no trump is the bid with that hand. Partner probably just has a slam forcing hand. Transfer to spades, bid 5 no, pick a slam or something. I don't know what the auction's supposed to look like. Pass, pass, pass. We'll open a club. A heart, negative double, 2 clubs. Okay. Looks like it's not our hand. We don't fit partner spades. The opponents have a spade fit. They have 8 spades between them. But spades split rather poorly. Queen of diamonds. Sure. I'm nervous about overtaking just because of how often the opponents, or the robots lead queen from queen doubleton. West has 3 spades, 5 hearts. If West has 4 diamonds, then partner has 5 clubs and forgot to bid over 2 hearts. It's possible, but pretty unlikely. So I guess partner does have diamond length. How am I going to get 6 tricks? I need a spade ruff, right? I overtake this, I've switched to spades. Partner wins the ace of hearts, gives me a spade ruff, diamond to the jack, spade ruff. We get 2 diamonds, 2 spade ruffs, the ace of hearts and the ace of clubs. I mean, I think it's pretty remote. Partner has the heart ace, but that's got to be our best chance to beat this thing. What? Partner, stop! I need my spade ruff. I switched to spades. Please. Spade ruff, please. No! That was not the play. Okay, Declare had the club king anyway, so I guess it didn't matter. Well, we tried. We got 15 here. Pass, pass. We'll open in third seat. I think we should still just open a spade. Sometimes bids like 3 spades can be pretty effective on hands like this. I mean, basically the idea is that everyone assumes that third seat preamps are, you know, super light. But in reality, third seat preamps are just very wide-ranging. And so if West does come in over a 3 spade bid, this would be an excellent way to generate, you know, a plus 14 upswing in our direction. We open 3 spades, West comes in 4 hearts, it comes pass, pass back to us, we double, and which I guess would tend to show extra offense, but it feels like kind of a weird spot from partner's perspective, so maybe they should work out that that's penalty. But anyway, I think I'm just going to open a spade. We have a little bit too much offensive potential. We could easily make a game here. 2 hearts, pass, pass, double. Partner bids 3 clubs. Sounds good, Pard. What have you got? Okay. We need to have a little talk, me and partner, about what to do with some of these hands. I think that passing 2 hearts doubled is way too greedy with this hand. Your trumps are too weak. The 8 of hearts is not a good enough spot card. But you should never bid 2 clubs here. This is a clear 2 spade bid, right? Your partner's not going to play you for 3 card spade support when you bid 2 spades. But your partner's whole purpose for reopening with double here is that they're trying to protect you when you have a hand like this, but your hearts are stronger. Like, put these club cards in the heart suit, and then partner's going to pass 2 hearts doubled, and you're going to get rich. So partner's going to be making a lot of these off-shape takeout doubles. Like, I could have held a hand that was like 6-1, 4-2 in shape and reopened double as well. I don't expect the robots to understand this, but like, that's kind of the main thing that people should understand about these auctions. So you should always be trying to just make a false preference, basically, to opener suit here, as opposed to, like, bidding your own long suit and playing partner for the pristine takeout double shape in this spot. All right, heart to the king and ace. So, I mean, the robots will overcall two hearts on basically anything. Obviously, with East having the 9 of hearts and us having the queen and partner having the ace-8, we know that West has kind of a joke of a 2-heart bid in general. How do I take 9 tricks in clubs? I'm not vulnerable, so if I end up going down extra tricks, it's not so bad. I think it probably starts with us being able to ruff a heart immediately. If he shows out and pitches a spade, we're sad, but maybe that's okay. If he shows out and pitches a diamond, that's fine. If he follows, then we just point and laugh at West. Like, what are you doing? All right, now let's play 3 rounds of spades, roughing. If we can. Okay. We will rough another heart. We're up to 6 tricks. The ace of diamonds is a 7th trick. We do have a natural trump trick here. I mean, if West has the ace-king of clubs, we can go ace of diamonds, spade, roughed. East won't be able to over-rough, and then rough a heart with the 8 of clubs and separate our trump tricks. I'm just trying to think. West has pitched a diamond. I mean, like, is it possible the diamond king was just on side all along and I could have played a diamond to the queen at some point? I think the answer is no. I needed all of my entries to the north hand to rough hearts. Yeah, let's cash the diamond ace. Play a spade. West roughs in low. I'm gonna try the queen. Okay, they're just gonna pull trumps and we get one more trick. Down 1. King of diamonds was offside as expected. I mean, this 2-heart overcall is atrocious. How badly were they going to do if partner had actually left it in? We would have scored 2 spades, we would have scored a club, we would have scored 2 diamonds, and that's already 5 tricks before we get to the heart suit itself. And instead, of course, partner pulled to a contract that went down, but in reality, partner should have pulled to 2 spades, which would have made 110. Either way, it looks like we would be plus 500 or even better against 2 hearts doubled. And obviously that would be better than plus 110. We got 12 here. We'll open a club. Club, a diamond, a spade. Support double. 2 spades. Looks like partner doesn't have a big diamond suit. I don't see any reason to continue bidding here. Just lead the queen of diamonds. Spade to the king. They were not fooled by me dumping the queen of spades. I think it's pretty hard in general for the robots to get fooled. Because they just play for the most likely mathematical layout. They don't take inference from the cards that have been played. Jack of clubs. I mean, we're not beating this. I guess I'm just going to play low. Queen of hearts. Hey, we got a heart trick. Perfect. Declarer was unable to find their way back over to the dummy. Take another heart finesse. Spade to the king. Well, I mean, if they were going to play the spade suit that way, it's just really funny that they play a spade to the king on the first round, because they assume that they're going to guess the suit correctly. They assume, when they lead the two of spades from dummy, that they'll always take the finesse if North has queen fourth, for example, and that they'll always play the king if spades are 2-2 with the queen offside. It's just kind of a weird quirk of a robot system. But no trump with the 15 count. Spade opening lead. This is another spot from humans. I think the play would be different than against robots. Like, against human opponents, I think the right play is the jack of spades at trick one in these spots. Humans are much more likely to follow the rule of fourth from your longest and strongest, so they're going to tend to lead from suits that have honors in them. One no trump all pass is a little bit of a different auction, but I think in general that's how I would feel about it. But here against the robots, we'll play the 9, because they are far more likely to have led away from weakness as opposed to strength. Gotta get the diamonds moving. We do have a spade entry now, so let's lead a diamond towards the queen 10, I guess. Try and pick off the suit. Okay. Well, this didn't... If I had 2 entries, I would have crossed in spades to run the queen of diamonds immediately, which would have been the best plan on this lie of the cards. But, because the king of clubs isn't actually an entry, I started the diamonds this way, which was a little bit less effective. Heart pitch from west, king of hearts from east. East now giving us entries. So west forgot to lead from their 5-card heart suit, which, I mean, is understandable. That's just a thing that the robots do all the time. East not playing a spade back is kind of weird. So what have we got? 3 diamonds, 2 clubs, a heart, and 2 spades. There's not really any way I can squeeze anyone. I mean, I can squeeze east if they have the queen jack of clubs, I guess. But I think in reality, all that's going to happen here is... Wait, east had another heart? They just cashed the ace king of hearts from ace king third? That's pretty weird. Yeah, I mean, we take our 9 tricks, but East gets the last one. This was just a very all-around strange defense from our robot friends. East had a 15 count. Diamond pass a heart. Well, we don't have spades. Spade 2 diamonds. Sure. What do I have? I have 14. No clubs partner. I guess also no diamonds partner. I suppose partner has a stiff diamond. Sometimes they have a void. If partner has a diamond void, it's pretty weird they didn't act. They have 5 spades. Alright, spade to the queen and king. Ace of spades pitch a club. King of spades, or jack of spades pitch a club. Ace of hearts. Jack of spades pitch a club. Heart to the king. Let's... So what do I think is happening? I think we have 2 clubs to cash. And then declare is going to take a diamond finesse. I'm just pitching here, right? No, if I discard, declare is in dummy to take the diamond finesse. Declare is kind of like stripped all of their entries. Oh, partner had in diamond. Okay, looks like we have no more tricks. You can claim, buddy. 90. I mean, I think the king of clubs is an automatic lead from partner's hand against 2 diamonds on this auction. It is the unbid suit, and that has to be your best chance to try and set up and take some tricks. How did we do? We got quite a few minus scores. Plus 13. Yeah, all of that comes from the 6 no trump that we played correctly. And it paid off. It doesn't always pay off when you play a hand correctly, but this time it did. 1440. 6 clubs is one of the most ridiculous contracts I've ever seen. I guess partner has seen me open a no trump with 6 card minors before. But overall, pretty good set in general, I think. Looks like our biggest minus score was 2 hearts making 3 on this one. I wonder why. I mean, maybe people open a diamond with this hand. Maybe people are taking more action at some point in the auction and getting to play 3 clubs or 3 diamonds or something like that. I think it's on partner to decide to take more action. Partner has a 10 count. Partner has short hearts. I think everything was pretty reasonable on the board.